Welcome back, everyone. The Gold Hunter here. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to do a specific gravity test on your precious metals. You can do it with any metals and other objects as well, but tonight we're going to do it on silver. And the reason why we do this is to see if our silver is genuine or if it's fake. Okay, so the reason why we use specific gravity as well is because it's cheap. Most of us can do this with stuff we have at home already, and there is maybe better methods out there, but they might be more expensive. One comes to mind is XRF. It's very expensive, and there's other testers as well, but none of them are foolproof. And this one here, this test isn't foolproof either, but it's pretty accurate and pretty close. So it's a pretty good tell if it's if your product's genuine or not. So really all you need to know is your specific gravity of the metals you want to check to see if they're genuine or not. So in this case today we're going to do silver, and the specific gravity of silver is 10.49. Okay, and I'm going to show you the math here. But as you can see on this list, I have gold and other different variations of silver. And it will work the same way as we are doing here. So first we want to do is turn on a scale. And we want to make sure it's set in grams, and it is. I'll show you the scale. I don't know, did you see that? It's in grams. Okay. Alright, so we want to place our glass on there. Now we're going to fill it with water. You want it pretty full, but not too full, because you don't want the water to spill out when you dip your coin in it. Alright, it's close enough. So let's see the scale now. It says 474 grams. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tare it. So we want it back to 0. Let's see it again. See, we're at 0. Okay. Now here comes the tricky part. It is trying to tie these coins onto some string. I'm using dental floss. So, and you know what we have to do? We have to do this before we tie it up. Well, we can tie it up ahead of time. Take that glass back off, and we'll go back to 0. Okay. I'm going to tie up this American Eagle. So this American Eagle is hopefully genuine. But I just bought it actually at my LCS a couple days ago. So I left loops in these to make it easier to get them in. And that's not really working that well, is it? So this is going to be your hardest thing to do on this, especially round coins, right? See, it hangs. That's what you want. So let's weigh it up. So I had it back to 0 before we weighed the coin. All right. 31.26. All right. So we're going to write that down. We need that number. 31.26. We'll put over here AE for American Eagle. All right. Let's take the coin back off. Leave it here so you can see it. Put the water back on. And we're going to tear it again so it's back to 0. See that? 0. So now all we have to do is take our coin and dip it back in. Now we don't want to touch the sides of the glass or the bottom, but we want it fully submerged. And you see it in there like that. Now we want to see what the weight is. It's 29.9 or 2.99, I should say. Sorry. Pull it back out. Shake it off. Put it down. Now we'll write down 2.99. Okay. So now what we need to do is we have to divide this number and this number. Okay. So I'll do that now. So we'll go 1.26 divided by 2.99, and that equals 10.45. Okay, so we'll write that down, 10.45. All right. Now, so 10.45. And if we look up here, our specific gravity says silver is 10.49. Now, it is not going to be exact, but if it's within like even 0.1, so anywhere like 10.39 to 10.59, I would say that's genuine silver, because you're never going to have it exact because your scales could be off a little, the coin could be out a little, but it's going to be pretty close. And 10.45, and it's supposed to be 10.49, is very close. Very close. That's not even half, right? It's only 0.04 out. So I'd say that American Eagle is genuine. Okay. Let's try one more. We'll tear our glass. And if you noticed, when I took you back in there, the scale was out by 0.19. Well, that was because when I pulled the American Eagle out, this one, right? The one that just fell out, this one, it would have brought some water out with it. So that's what was going on there, okay? So, that over there. Let's try this American Eagle. Right? Let's try this one. Oh, guess what we have to do first? We're going to have to weigh it. So let's put the scale back to 0. We'll weigh it. No, this one's a little bit different. That doesn't mean it's fake. American Eagles can be sometimes all over the place for weights. As long as it's over 31.1, I wouldn't be too concerned. If it's under 31.1, that's not normal, because 31.1 is 1 ounce of pure silver. And they like to make them a little heavy to make sure that they're not under, right? You'd hate to have one under, because it's probably, that's a big concern to me. So it's over, so we're going to go. And this will tell us if it's real or not, right? So we'll put this back on. We'll tear it. Okay. Showing 0. All right. Try and get the coin down. It's 3 on the dot, right? 3.00. So we'll put down here 3.00. Now we're going to divide that, right? So we're going to go 31.52 divided by 3.00. And this one's even closer, even though it was weighing quite a bit more than another one. Not quite a bit, but like well, we have to do it again. I erased it. So 31.52 divided by 3.00 equals 10.50. It's actually 10.51. 10.51. So that one's even closer, right? 10.51. Remember, we need 10.49. So it's only out by 0.02. This one up here was out by 0.04. And that one, I believe both these are, I believe both of them are genuine pieces, because they're very close to your 10.49. Now let's try something a little different. Let's go with a 90% Kennedy half. It's 1964 half dollar, American half dollar, right? So let's try it. Let's see if we can get it to fit in our thing here. Oh, first, what do we gotta do? We almost messed that up, right? We have to weigh it. So let's tear this. See, it says 0. And it says 10.32. Now, an American half dollar should weigh 10.5. Sorry, I'm wrong. 12.5. So we had, what do we have? Let's do it again. 12.32, right? So 12.32. Now, an American half dollar should weigh 12.5 grams. But obviously, with wear, it has lost some of its weight. Not a big deal. That is fine. Oh, this is going to be a pain again. So again, here I'm just using dental floss. You can use string. String will work too. It's just really hard because these are round and we're trying to hold it up with some string. Okay, so we got it. Let's put our glass back on. And we want to tear it. We're going to want to make sure it's 0. Let me check it out here. 0. Okay. Let's dip you in. We're not touching anything. We're submersed. What does it say? 1.21. All right. And again, it's reading minus, right? But that's because we brought some water out. 1.21. All right. So let's go 12.32. 12.32 divided by 1.21 equals 10.18. And that is way out. I might have did something wrong. Well, let's try it again then, okay? Let's try it again. So we just want to tear this out, make it back to 0. Because maybe I wrote the wrong number down and I can't remember what it is, so let's do it again just to make sure. This is it. Just, I would try it a couple times if you don't get the right number, just in case there's a math issue. And then if you still don't get it, then we're going to say it might not be the real deal. All right. Back to 0. Dip it in. 1.21. Okay. That is the correct number. Well, 12.32 divided by 1.21 equals 1018. And it should be, it's 90% silver, so it should be 1031. Well, I'm going to guess it probably is still genuine. We could probably say that it's very close to, like what I said, like 0.1, right? It's like 0.12, so it's very close. I'd imagine it is real. Let's weigh this again. Let's do it real quick, okay? Because something tells me that something weird's going on. I'll weigh it with the string this time, right? So, because that could be a 2. 12.37. All right. So, 12.37. And now, it is back to zeros. We're going to hang it down. So now we're getting 1.23. All right, well, we'll try it. It could be all it needs. 1.23. So let's put the new numbers in and see what we get. 12.37 divided by 1.23. That's even worse. Let's try. Well, that's not too bad then. We went back with the original. I think there might have been too much water on it at that time. So we know when we dipped it in the first time it was 1.21. So now we're getting 10.22. And 90% silver is supposed to be 10.31. So we're out by 0.9. And remember, 0.9, that's, or 0.09 we're out by, okay? So that's less than the 0.1. I'm going to say it's real. Now, let's do one more. Let's see what we can get on this one. This one is going to be just a 1 ounce silver coin. It's a buffalo. 1 ounce buffalo made by Liberty Mint. If I can get it tied in here. If we can get it tied in here. This isn't that easy. It'd probably be easier if you had help or someone else to help you do this. But I'm trying to film it and do this all by myself, so not the easiest thing to do. All right, so it's hanging. Again, let's weigh it, tear it out, weigh the coin. 31.24. Tear it out. 2.99. So we had 31.24 and 2.99. And we'll put that in here. 31.24 divided by 2.99 equals 10.448. So you see it's 10.45. This top one, 10.45. Remember, we need 10.49. It's very close. It means it's genuine. It's real. If this would have said, like, if it was a different metal, if they would have used like tungsten or steel or lead, this number could have been either like 8 or it could have been 13, right? If it's anywhere near the 10.49, you're good, right? Like I say, it would be way different if it was a different metal. It wouldn't even be close. Like, you'd be lucky to get to 8, or maybe it'd be way over 13, right? So, I'll call them genuine. I wish I had a fake one here to show you what I mean by that. And I am in the process of buying some. And I'll show you the difference with genuine and a fake, okay? Just so you have an idea. I'll do this video again in the future. All right. I want to thank you for watching. If you learned anything, if you liked it, or if you were entertained at least, if you just like silver and gold, hey, hit the like button. Please subscribe. And we're going to come back at you with a bunch more videos this year, okay? We're gonna grow this thing. Let's do it. Thanks again. Gold Hunter out.